Right, hey guys, welcome to Generation Platinum, and today on Just Two Friends Talking Gaming, we are going to talk about the Game Awards. Now, obviously, recently they just released a list of all the nominations for all of the events, or categories, or whatever you want to call them, and we're basically going to go through them all, see what we want to win, and what we think is going to win. So obviously we're going to have personal and professional opinions coming in. Some of these we don't really care about, like esports events and esports coaches. We don't really know anything about them, so we're just probably we're gonna start with them, and we're gonna work our way all the way up to Game of the Year last. So we're probably going to disagree on a lot of these things. I know Jack's got a hard on for Forbidden West, so
we need to make notes.
Make notes.
Compare who wins, right? Are we going to do that as like a challenge, or do you want to...
I was thinking, at the end of the year, we should do a roundup of all of our videos and see where we fare with. So, for example, when we did the Metacritic score, see if we won on this.
The problem about that is most of those games never came
delayed,
out.
Yeah. That's true.
You can check God of War, though, now.
It's 93, I think. I think I was right.
You said 94. I want to say.
Have a look.
I don't know whether... I do have that document, I just don't know where it is off the top of my head.
Yeah. Nice. All right, let's dive in, shall we?
Right. Are you going to make notes as well? Of what you said?
Yeah.
Right. Best esports event. We don't do the esports here at Generation Platinum, so we're the next three nominations we're just gonna quickly skip through because we don't have a fucking clue what they are. So, best esports event: Evo 2022, 2022 League of Legends World Championship, PGL Major Antwerp 2022, the 2022 Mid-Season Invitational, and Valorant Champions 2022. I'm gonna pick Evo because it's the quickest to type out for my prediction.
Nice. I'm gonna go League of Legends because it's the only one I know.
So next we have Best Esports Athlete. Oh god, look at all these names I'm gonna fuck up.
Just say their nickname instead.
We have, I guess, Chovy for Gen G, LOL. Faker for T1, LOL again. Carrigan, FaZe Clan for CSGO. Simple for Natus, Vincere, oh my god, CSGO, and Yay for Cloud9 Valorant. Can I just say all these? Just what fucking? Nah, I can't. That's too neat. Don't I?
I'm gonna go with Faker.
I'm gonna go and say ahead what I was gonna say anyway. What a bunch of losers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for Yay.
Yay!
I mean, they're not losers. It's just like these. I don't get esports. I really don't. But then again, I don't get normal sports.
Fair enough. I'd love to earn loads of money by being a professional gamer, but I don't have. I don't know. I don't like energy drinks enough to sit there.
Right.
Cool. Right, now we're getting into the things that we kind of know about. So
yeah. Best esports game.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive via Valve, Dota by Valve, League of Legends by Riot Games, Rocket League by Psyonix, and Valorant by Riot Games. What are you thinking?
I actually don't play any of them.
I'm going to go Rocket League.
I am going to go with best esports game. I'm going to go Valorant. It's big this year, and I think it's probably going to win. Not that I've ever played it. What is it? Have you played it? Do you know what it's like?
So, repeat that. I had something I had to read. What
Valorant?
Game? No. The only game on here I've played is Rocket League.
Rocket League. I played a little bit of CSGO ages ago. I was terrible at it, so I stopped. League of Legends I've played. I was terrible at it. And Rocket League I've played. Rocket League's fun. Cool. Right, next one. Innovation in accessibility. So I assume that means kind of paving the way for accessibility things. So new software updates and also hardware updates, things like that.
Well, it's accessibility for disabled players.
exclusively.
Yeah, it's an innovation. So it's all the accessibility settings to make it easier for disabled players.
Right, makes sense. So we've got As Dusk Falls by Interior Night and Xbox Game Studios. God of War Ragnarok, such a good game, by Santa Monica. We've got Return to Monkey Island, which is recent and apparently pretty good, by Terrible Toy Box and Devolver Digital. Last of Us Part 1, I'm not sure how that got on here. Naughty Dog, and then The Quarry by Supermassive Games, which is also a fantastic game.
Just what do you mean you don't know how it got on there?
Well, this is what I'm gonna ask you. What is the accessibility parts of Last of Us?
Well, you'd have to go into the accessibility settings. These are all things hidden away in the settings. These aren't things there as a standard. These are the options that can be enabled in the accessibility section.
Right. I'll have to have a look because
if you, as well as say, this will be the last one that I guess we don't really have too much to say on. But I follow a few accessibility champions in gaming, in particular Steve Saylor and Steve Swan, and they both, I remember distinctly talking about how good The Last of Us Part 1's accessibility settings were. So this is the stuff that like turns all the characters red or blue or makes it so you don't have to mash the buttons and stuff like that. Like I'm doing a bad job of it because this isn't made for me, so I'm not 100% sure on all of this, but yeah, it's this kind of thing.
but it's like when you started up God of War Ragnarok and it says the has the speech, text to speech
that kind of
enabled.
Stuff. Yeah.
That is I know you didn't play it and I know you don't really care for it, but Riders Republic, you couldn't turn it off in the menu. So every time you loaded up the game, it would be like, press X to start. Like, just shut up. It was good.
So just based on that, I'm going to go for The Last of Us Part 1. Just because I remember that being talked about quite a lot as being huge for the amount of accessibility features.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to go with The Quarry because I like the game. But it's come from a place of no knowledge.
If anyone watches us, they know we have no knowledge.
That's true.
Right, let's get into things we can actually debate now.
Yeah,
Best
all right.
adaptation.
Into the thing.
So we have Arcane League of Legends.
We have no good things.
Yes, this when we did like our film or TV show episode, didn't we find that was like the highest rated
we did
video game adaptation?
Yep, correct.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners, The Cuphead Show, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Uncharted. So I guess this is where we can now start saying what we would want to win versus who we think will actually win.
Yeah. So I'll go first. I think League of Legends is going to win because it's highest rated and, you know, it's meant to be pretty good even if you don't watch League of Legends. Mm-hmm. But I want Cyberpunk to win because it's one of two I've actually watched properly. Plus, I love the Cyberpunk games. So, game. And the whole world, it's just very cool, and I want it to win.
Yeah, it's I've only seen a few of these on here. I want Uncharted to win, purely just because maybe that'll give them the nudge to make a better film next time.
Yeah.
But it's not going to win. It'll be Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Really?
It's just... It's always so difficult with the Game Awards because I can't remember what the exact split is, but I don't think it's fully audience-based, the voting at this round. It might be. I know obviously the audience can vote, and I did go through and vote, but like... It's one of those things you go, will the mass audience vote for it, or will the kind of diehards get their smaller, lesser-known product to win? Like, if you look at that list, Uncharted and Sonic the Hedgehog are the most mainstream media stuff there. So you would say those two are the most likely to win. But then you get those die-hard little cult followings that could make the Cuphead show win or something. So I don't know. But I think on this occasion, we're talking about films, which is less of a hardcore audience. I think Sonic.
Yeah. Apparently, and I've only seen the first Sonic and it was pretty good. Like, I'm So I'm not a Sonic fan, but I played Sonic and I enjoy it. And I watched the film and I was like, actually, this is a good film, irrelevant of the adaptation aspect of it. So, yeah, and I was speaking to Danny yesterday, and he was saying that number two's as good as. So, yeah, I'm in. Oh, you were there, actually.
I was there, but thanks for remembering me.
I didn't know which part it was in the day, so.
It was a long day.
Yeah.
Content Creator of the Year. I bet you don't know who any of these people are.
Nope.
Okay. We have Carl
They were
Jacobs.
YouTubers, because that's really bad if
I guess Carl Jacobs is the most, well, might piss people off this. I think the most famous on this list. You should know him from Mr. Beast.
Is he Mr. Beast?
No, he's not Mr. Beast, but he's in Mr. Beast videos. He does his own thing, of course. Minecraft is mainly his thing. But that's what he's...
If I saw a picture of him, I'd probably know who he was.
Probably.
I'm going to Google him.
You won't know who anyone else is.
No, I'm not really.
Ludwig, Rebellion,
Oh, yeah, I know the
Norbrew, and QT Cinderella. Just as a side, no women, really, except from QT Cinderella, were nominated for anything, really, this year. I think there might be a couple of women in the voice actor section, but very men-heavy again this year. Good old Game Awards, always being nice and diverse.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to stick out this one. Actually, I'm just going to go Ludwig.
Okay. Ludwig is probably the second most famous on that list. So,
What does he do?
Fuck knows. My knowledge really ran out of Carl Jacobs and knowing Ludwig's name.
Yeah,
So I'm going to go for Carl Jacobs. I mean, when you're Mr. Beast associated, how can you not win?
Yeah, especially as, you know, Mr. Beast is now the top subscriber of the world in the world.
Yeah, it's madness.
He's just past PewDiePie.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's madness. He does cool stuff though.
So, yeah.
Have you tried his burgers?
No.
Oh.
Have you?
No, they say he doesn't do a vegan version.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, I know. He does, but it's not in the UK yet, so.
It's a hard life you have.
Right?
Most anticipated.
I'm going to guess yours.
Okay. What is this Final Fantasy number? Is it 16? Yeah.
16.
Final Fantasy 16. Hogwarts Legacy. Resident Evil 4. Starfield. Fucking Starfield. Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. What
I think
do you
yours
want?
is going to be...
Okay.
I think yours is going to be Resident Evil 4, right?
No.
No? Oh. Starfield?
No, God, no.
It's not Legend of Zelda or Final Fantasy, so it's got to be Hogwarts,
Yeah,
right?
my most anticipated is Hogwarts.
Nice.
But I don't think that's what's going to win.
No.
I think,
I think
Starfield.
Yeah, I agree with both of those. I'm looking forward to Hogwarts. And yeah, Starfield, if they deliver on everything they've promised, it's going to be a fucking great game. But I've seen bad things. I've seen the state of it currently.
I've seen the state of every Bethesda game ever. Except from Doom and Wolfenstein. Those all seem to run okay. Any other Bethesda game runs like shit.
Yeah, well, they're still good games.
First game, I think first nomination we both agree on.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'm not writing down what I want to win. I'm only writing down what I think, because what we think is all that will matter for points.
What we think. Okay.
Why have you been noting down both?
Only for a couple of them, but I'll take...
Yeah. There's no point saying I wanted it to win and it does win, because that's not your prediction.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that I've predicted Starfield. It is going to win, but when will people learn that Bethesda games never come out good?
Not all Bethesda games are shit. They did Skyrim, right?
That was buggy as shit when it came out as well. I'm not saying like the games are shit, though I am saying that. But I mean like their launch is like always buggy,
I mean,
always
right.
tech problems.
Yeah, you're right there.
So everyone would get excited for Starfield. It would come out buggy as fuck and be like, I could not have seen this coming. Really? Because I did. So best multiplayer, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Multiverses, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. What are you thinking?
I think it's a strange kind of collection of games there.
It is, isn't
Again, I've only played 2 of them, so I think Call of Duty is going to win. Like based on the fan base, and generally it's getting better and better. As like I hate to admit it, but it is a good game, and especially the new one. Like I only played it in the beta, so I don't know if it's even better in the real game, but I assume it is. And yeah, I've heard bad things about multiverses. Overwatch 2 is no different from the first one really, and the other two, I just don't think they're going to win. So yeah, Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Also, it's like Call of Duty is getting a lot of buzz right now for its multiplayer, which is only going to help. But like, Multiverses was originally what I thought was going to win. I want COD to win, but I thought Multiverses would win. That game, I feel like, it's kind of fallen off. Like, no one I know is talking about it or playing it anymore.
I haven't played it once.
I played it once and hated it. And the same for Overwatch. No one I know plays it anymore. And that didn't get the best reception at launch. And Splatoon 3, Nintendo's not a big enough console for it to ever win a multiplayer award, I don't think. This is where someone will point out that they have done before. So I both think and want COD to win.
Yep. I agree on that. Cool. Next, we've got best sports and racing. So we've got Formula 1 22. We've got FIFA 23. NBA 2K23. This is kind of lame, isn't it? Gran Turismo 7, and then we've got Ollie Ollie World, which is... I mean, I haven't played Ollie Ollie World, but I've played Ollie Ollie, and it's fucking great. I do think Gran Turismo 7 is probably going to win, though.
It's such a weird list to include racing and sports, like football against car driving. Like, fucking...
Right?
What a weird combination.
Yeah, because you could have 2 separate categories there. You could have best sports and best racing. And in best racing, you can bring in other things like Need for Speed or Burnout or whatever. That's just examples. And then best sports, you could really focus on the sport. So you could bring in like, what is it, MLB? Or like the Bigs or whatever it's called. You know, the baseball games. You could even bring in golf. You could bring in the PGA Tour games. I don't know if they're still a thing. But, you know, you could really focus down on that category, I think.
Yeah, it's so weird, and I don't play any of these games, so I'm going to say I want Ollie Ollie World to win, and it will win, just to be different.
Nice. I do want it to win, but I just don't think it will. Cool. Next, we've got best.
Who are you saying is winning then?
Gran Turismo 7.
I must have said that. Sorry. Cheers.
It's fine. So next we've got best sim/strategy game. So we've got Dune Spice Wars, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Total War Warhammer 3, 2 Point Campus, and Victoria 3. Now I don't know what Victoria 3 is. Do you?
No, I know everything about that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Google it. Who do you want to win?
I'm going for 2 Point Campus. It's both who I want to win and who I think will win. I've played that game quite a lot, and it's very, very good. And I think I remember a lot of people saying it was the best 2 Point game in a while.
Yeah.
Victoria 3, I don't know. Warhammer, it's one of those things that's been going on for so long. I don't remember the last time it won something. Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope is the only one that I think might knock off 2 Point Campus. And Dune Spice Wars is like... I remember it being announced, and then the other day I saw it was on Game Pass for PC, and I was like, that game's out?
As a trial.
No one's talking about it.
It's not
okay.
It's like a demo.
So if that's the case, then you don't deserve to be in this nomination.
Right.
If it's just a trial. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
I think... I mean, I agree. I'd love Dune Spice Wars to win. I'd love that because I love Dune. But it's not going to. I don't know. I'm going to agree with you. 2 Point Campus.
Did you play it?
I haven't. No, I don't really like those type of games. But I did. I remember it coming out and being like, "Oh, that looks cool." When it was announced, I can't remember what it was. Was it Game Awards last year? I think maybe. But Victoria 3 is like an English-based Age of Empires type game, which I just had a quick look at. And Total War. That's
Total War.
Total War is Total War Rome, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yeah.
was one of them. So, I mean, that could be good. Total War. Yeah, that could be good. But no, I think 2 Point Campus is going to win.
Cool. Best family game. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Just, that makes my back kind of... No, what's the word I'm looking for? My skin crawl when I say that game. Because it's a fantastic game, but then I remember I still have to platinum it and how long it's going to take me.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both.
Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope. Nintendo Switch Sports and Splatoon 3.
So something I've noticed here is it looks like Nintendo are probably going to win a category.
Right, they're up with quite a lot.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's between... I would like Lego Star Wars to win it, just because that's the only game that I like. But who I think will win it is probably between Switch Sports and Splatoon 3. I think... Or I don't know, because I feel like Mario and Rabbids does... They're very popular games. But...
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm just going to have to take a risk, and I'm going to say Splatoon 3.
Yeah, I'm going to go Switch Sports. Like you, I want Lego to win, but I just don't think...
probably a better shout.
I don't think it's a family game. Like, yes, it's co-op, but only 2-player, right? So it's not really family unless you've only got a small family. I mean, for
Lego?
me, yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so like I've got a family of 5. Like me, my dad, my mum, and my 2 sisters. That's not a family game for us. Like, it's a 2-player game. Everyone be left out. So, yeah, no, it doesn't. Not that it doesn't deserve to be in there, because obviously some people have only a twosome for the family. But I just don't think it's a family game, and I don't think it belongs in there.
No, that's fair. I would agree with that. I think my Splatoon 3 is probably wrong. I'll stick with it. I think you're right with Switch Sports. But here we are. Best fighting. This is the category I was trying to look for multiverses.
Right.
DNF Duel. Who the fuck knows what that is? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle Royale.
That's an anime thing.
Fucking anime. The King of Fighters 15. Right, okay. Multiverses and Sifu. I feel like it's only really between 2 people here.
Yeah. I think Sifu's going to win.
Sifu. Yeah, I'll go multiverses because that's what I originally thought.
And
I think while people might not be playing it as much anymore, I think it probably still be remembered as one of the better fighting games this year.
Yeah. And I actually can't wait to play Sifu. It's been on my list to buy for a very long time, but I've always had bigger games to play. And I'm thinking if I don't get it for Christmas, which is unlikely because it's not on my Christmas list, I'm fucking buying it.
You think Santa will just know, yeah?
Well, I've spoken about it to a lot of my family, so...
But have you told Santa about it?
Santa can fuck himself.
Whoa!
Kids, if you're watching this, Santa doesn't exist.
Jeez, that's some Jack level bullshit. I like it.
Yeah, you've influenced
and while we're
me
here,
from
the
yesterday.
Tooth Fairy doesn't exist. And Easter
the
Bunny
Easter
doesn't
Bunny's
exist.
a fucking lie.
And love doesn't exist. Best role-playing game. We have...
Oh, yeah.
Elden Ring. Sorry, you went for Sifu, yeah, for best fighting?
I did, yeah. Sifu's my jam.
Got distracted by ruining childhoods. So for best role-playing game, we have Elden Ring, Live a Life, I guess. I hate the British language. Live Alive, that could be read.
Or Live a Live.
Or Live a Live. What do you reckon it is? Live a Live? Live a Live? Live a Live?
It's a fucking 1994 game.
What?
Oh, it's a remake of a 1994 game.
You don't deserve me pronouncing your name right then. Pokemon Legends Arceus, I guess that is. Triangle Strategy and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. What do you reckon?
So I want Elden Ring to win because it's the only game I played and I think it was fantastic. But Xenoblade Chronicles is going to win.
Okay.
100%. It's such a big thing.
Yeah, but it's got that stigma around it with the whole voice actress thing right now. Does that go against it?
What's that?
That was Xenoblade Chronicles 3, right? The voice actress was like they wouldn't pay me enough to come
Oh,
back.
no, that was
for-
Bayonetta.
Oh wow,
Bayonetta
That was
3.
That's-
Close,
that's
close.
so
They do
close.
both have swords in them.
Yeah. I don't want any of them to win, in particular Elden Ring.
Screw you.
But Elden Ring will win, so I'll go Elden Ring.
You think it will win?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough.
And it's the only category I could live with it winning. It's nominated in a bunch more, and if it wins any of them, I might actually kill myself.
Right. From now on up, not all of them, but from now on it gets a bit janky because I was looking through like the main topics, the main categories, and there is like 3 or 4 games that are just nominated for fucking everything, and it's so stupid. Like the Game Awards is getting a little bit of a joke. 'Cause come on, like just have some fucking diversity. Oh,
Yeah, but it's
Anyway.
down to who votes, I guess, isn't it?
I know.
But yes, I
Um,
agree. But then again, I sit there and think, what other games would I put on some of these lists? I don't know. If anything pops into your mind, say it. But no.
Yeah, I do think
That's-
that this year's been it has been slow on the games as well because a lot of things have been pushed back and
Yeah.
it's just been generally a slow release of games this year. So maybe that's because of it, but yeah, it did frustrate me when I saw all the same names coming up.
Yeah, I agree. Best action adventure: A Plague Tale: Requiem. Amici. Fucking.
Hugo,
Hugo.
oh Hugo,
Hugo, watch out for the rats, Hugo.
Hugo,
God of
where
War,
are
right?
you?
Oh, Hugo, get me to the light. Amici. A Plague Tale: Requiem. Fuck that game. I'm sure it's a great game. I don't know. It's just that kid annoyed the shit out of me in the first one.
Yeah, me too.
I do want to play it though. God of
Yeah,
War Game Pass.
It's been about a year since I played it last, so it's about time for me to go back, play the first one.
God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Tunic.
So I think Tunic is a little indie game, isn't it? A little fox in
I
a tunic,
think so.
right? Yeah, it is. It's big on the Switch. Yeah, it is. Yeah, cool. Best action adventure. I think Plague Tale's going to win.
That's a wild prediction. What do you want to win?
Stray. No, I want
Really?
God of War to win. No, I want God of War to win. But I think Plague Tale's going to win for this category.
I'm going to go with I want Horizon Forbidden West to win, and it will win.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I think this is going to come across like I really don't like God of War, and I love God of War, but I think Forbidden West was probably a better game, and I think action
Really?
adventure, yeah, and I think action adventure and God of War's got its great, fantastic action adventure elements. In particular, you know, the realms you visit and stuff. But then I think about Horizon Forbidden West and all that kind of post-apocalyptic art design and all the different areas and how it's like, I feel like it's a proper adventure across the lands where we've God of War Ragnarok, because you're also visiting a lot of some of the same places. Sure, they look different from the last time we saw them, but I don't know. So my gut says Horizon, so
Yeah,
that's what I'm going for.
I think you might be onto a winner there, but I'm going to stick with Plague Tale. Right, best action. What?
Missy.
Oh. Right, best action.
Yoga.
Did you in your last house? Did you feel like Hugo when the mice
Mate,
were running around?
playing. You know, I had most problems in my last place. Playing this game when I was just like, this is not good for me.
It's just PTSD.
Yeah, I've got so much PTSD. Anytime I see a mice these days, I fucking have a Vietnam flashback.
Nice, yeah. Right, okay, next. The best action. So we've got Bayonetta 3. That's the one with the voice actor, Jack.
Isn't that Xenoblade Chronicles?
We've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Neon White, which I think is a very new game.
I think so as well.
We got Sifu and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Now, what do you think?
I would like COD to win, but COD's action is COD's action. It's always the same. So I think actually Sifu will win this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm gonna go. I don't think Sifu's gonna win because it is a smaller game. Like in terms of some of the others, I'm gonna go Hail Mary and Neon White. I'm gonna Neon White it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it looks like. I'm just gonna go bam Neon White. I think Bayonetta's got some bad press, so it's not gonna win. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle is, it's like the token game in some
I've
of these.
thought
isn't
about
it?
that in every single category I've seen it. It's like, oh, you just needed someone to fill out that count, didn't you?
Right, yeah. And I think, Neon. I'm just looking at Neon White now, and it's a very JRPG. Like, its cutscenes are like text box that come up. So I don't think there's actually any voice acting or anything. But it looks very. I don't know. Maybe I've made a mistake there, but I'm gonna stick with it. It's definitely not your game. Like you would, you would prefer to not play a game than play that.
Absolutely. Best VR/AR. After the Fall, Among Us VR, Bone Lab, Moss Book 2, Red Matter 2. This is a difficult one for me because it will come down to Among Us VR or Bone Lab. I haven't yet played either. I mean, Among Us VR only came out November the 10th, so 10 days ago.
Yeah.
So it might win just because Among Us is a bigger name, a bigger brand, and yeah, but Bone Lab had a moment among the VR community.
Bone Lab looks like super hot.
It's a mixture of lots of different things, but it really had its moment. But there's no denying the Among Us brand. So, I mean, I would want Among Us to win, and I think it will. So I'm going to go Among Us.
I don't have a VR, so I'm kind of out of this category. I'm just going to go Moss Book 2 because I know that Moss did very well, and it's a cute little mouse. So that's my reasoning. Oh yeah, Hugo!
Hugo! It's also mad that the Pornhub app's not on here. Anyway, best mobile. We have Apex Legend Mobile.
I didn't
mobile
even know that
gaming's-
was a thing.
Nah, mobile gaming's for losers, that's why. Diablo Immortal, Genshin Impact, Marvel Snap, Tower of Fantasy. There is nothing to talk about here.
Marvel Snap. Marvel
It'll be
Snap.
Marvel Snap.
Marvel Snap. It's so good. I'm on like level 500.
Maybe I'll download it one day.
Honestly, it's fucking great. I was playing it last night in bed, and this crazy person I was fighting against turned around and used a Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur combo, and I was like, that is revolutionary. And I made a deck specifically around that combo. It didn't pay off for me, but I see how it works, and it's so good because you can only have one card, like one type of card per deck. But Moon Girl copies your hand, so you can have multiple. But Devil Dinosaur, its power is to do with how many cards are in your hand.
My virginity
So that's
just grew back.
Right? It's so worth it. It's worth it for the virginity. I'm saying. It's so good.
Ah, sure.
I actually spent money on it.
Oh,
I bought the season pass.
Don't you ever come at me for spending money at Fortnite again.
I never have.
No, that's a good point.
No. I just never would spend money in Fortnite, but no, yeah, I had to. I was like, I have to get those that
much
Wakanda
was
Forever stuff. What?
How much was it?
There was an $8.99 version, which is just the
Right.
season pass,
Yeah.
and there's a $13.99 version, which
Right.
boosts you 10 levels in the season pass.
And which one
Now,
did
I
you go
had-
for?
I went for the most expensive one, but it's because I had a £3 voucher on my Google Play account. So actually, it was only £1 more than the normal stuff. So I was like, "Fuck it.
Right.
You only live once." Anyway, Marvel Snap's gonna win.
I've probably spent 100 quid in Fortnite, so what can I say?
Jesus Christ!
Oh, no, I'm guessing. Well, no, I could figure it out, I guess, but I don't really want to. Nah, it's probably not that much.
I'd like you to
It might
figure
be
it out
that
at some
much.
point.
Maybe. I'm too scared to. I think, Joel got was doing the monthly subscription pack, wasn't he?
Was it?
And I think so.
Fuck. Sounds like something Joel would do.
And I'm thinking about doing it as well.
How much is it?
Like, to get enough coins to get the battle pass, you need to spend like 7 or 8 quid, I think. And then for 10 quid, you can get the battle pass every month, the character pack every month, and like enough coins, like 1,000 worth of coins for a tenner. So it's got like 20, maybe 25 quid's worth of stuff in it for 20 quid.
That's not bad. It's kind of worth it. If you're playing the game, it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, well, I remember when I used to shit on Fortnite.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fortnite, best community support. We have Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy, I guess that's 14. Why is there so many Final Fantasy
14,
games?
yeah.
Fortnite and No Man's Sky. I also don't think this one's up for debate. But I'd be interested to see what you think.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, absolutely. Both
100%.
what I would want and what I think. No Man's Sky will win that. No
Yeah.
problems there.
And if they don't, then there's an issue because they are always releasing. I don't know how much you played it or whatever, but they are always releasing new DLC as well as constantly fixing bugs. I'm not sure if Hello Games have many games, like currently, so that's kind of like their main focus.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I'm having a look now, but I know the other ones. There's always fucking issues. Yeah, they don't have many games. They have The Last Campfire and Joe Danger. And that's about it. Last Campfire is a good game, though.
Cool. Moving upwards and onwards. Sorry, I had to stretch out my back. Best debut indie. I don't know really any of these except for one. Neon White, Norco, Stray, Tunic, and Vampire Survivors.
Nice. I'm going Stray.
Okay. I'm gonna go Vampire Survivors. I don't have a preference on who I think should win here, so I'm just gonna say
Yeah, neither do I.
Vampire Survivors.
Nice. Next one, Best Indie, not to be confused. Oops, excuse me, I just burped. Not Best Indie, not to be confused with Best Debut Indie, but Best Indie. So we've got Cult of the Lamb, which is a pretty cool looking game. We've got Neon White, which is that Japanese game we spoke about recently. Sifu, Stray, and Tunic. Now, what do you think, Jackie?
Stray.
Jackie boy.
I think Stray will win, and it will win.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I didn't put it in the last one, and why I went when you said it. I think
Yep.
it won't get best debut, but it'll get best overall indie game for the year.
Nah, I'm Cult of the Lamb. It's got Stray kind of went up. It was like everyone was like, "Oh my god, fucking Stray's amazing," and it's gone whoop, all the way back down. Cult of the Lamb has gone up. They've released new DLC as well, so it's keep on going up. It's just everywhere. I see it fucking everywhere. So
Yeah, I am seeing a lot of people talk about it.
I think Cult of the Lamb. But I think what you're saying is correct. I mean, Stray is a big indie game this year. So and it was, I remember watching the announcement with you, or well, not literally with you, but we were talking about it as it came out, and we were like, "Oh my god, Stray is a cat game. It looks sick." So it's a big game. Like it a lot.
Never finished it.
I've got platinum, baby.
Hell yeah. Best ongoing game. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact.
I honestly don't really know. I think
I went Fortnite for both. I wanted to win, and it will win.
Yeah, I think I'd like Destiny 2 to win, you know. But I think Fortnite.
I could
might
see
win.
that.
But actually, no, I think Destiny 2 is going to win.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Destiny 2. I'd like it to win, and it will win.
You never know. These weebs may come out in force and get Genshin Impact to win.
True. It is free to play if you're ever interested.
No, I'm never ever going to be interested. But thank you.
At least you're polite about it.
Yeah, not that game is not for me, sir.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's next?
I don't. Games for Impact. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that actually is?
I think it's just supposed to be making an impact. I guess I don't know. It means supposed to mean something or say something. I don't know. I'm gonna just pick a random game, and I like As Dusk Falls. That sounds cool, and I know what that is. So that's my winner.
Cool. I'm gonna go Endling. Extinction is forever, and that's because
Yeah.
it's a edgy name.
It's very edgy. All right.
Yeah.
Give us the next one, baby.
Cool. Best performance: Ashley Birch, from Horizon Forbidden West. I assume she plays Aloy.
Correct.
Charlotte McBurney, from
Hugo.
Plague Tale. She is
Hugo.
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 Christopher Judge of God of War,
Boy.
who obviously plays Kratos. Manon Gage, from Immortality. I think that's a little game, isn't it? Immortality.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
And we've got Sonny Sulijic.
I think it's Sulak. Sulak.
Oh, Sonny Sulak from God of War Ragnarok. Is that the boy? Is that Atreus?
That is indeed boy.
Nice. This is a tough one.
No, this one's so easy for me.
Are you going Aloy?
No, Christopher Judge.
Really?
Ragnarok. Yeah, I think his performance is fucking excellent.
I
Ashley Birch would have been my second, and then Sonny my third. Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm going to go Christopher Judge too, because one, he's actually just a nice guy as well.
His performance is so good. Like, his grunts mean something.
Yeah, and there was slight spoiler, but not really. I'm traveling around the Lakes of the Nine at the moment, and he's talking about what happened to him in the Greek games, and like he's just there's so much emotion in what he's saying, even though he's not saying much, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
This is
and towards
interesting.
the end, it gets even better.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Best audio design. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You're funny. Elden Ring. God of War Ragnarok. Gran Turismo 7. Horizon Forbidden West.
I'm gonna go Elden Ring.
Yeah?
Yep, the audio was pretty cool.
I'm going to go Horizon.
Yeah.
I think about it.
Sorry, carry on.
No, I was just saying, I think about the sounds of the different machines and stuff, and the audio cues there are more memorable to me than any of the other games listed here.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing with Elden Ring. Like, for me.
Yeah, I didn't play it, so.
Yeah, but there's so many enemies, so many bosses, so many locations that if you were to close your eyes, I mean, not now, but when I was playing it, I could probably tell you where I was, who I was fighting, as well as, you also have all the characters that you speak to. I don't know if that comes under the audio design, but I'm sure it does. But yeah, no, I'd say Elden Ring. But I agree with you, like the Horizon does have memorable sounds, so yeah.
You can do the next one, because I can't pronounce half these names.
Cool. Best score and music, we've got Olivier Derivier for Plague Tale. Hugo. We got Suka Sato for Elden Ring, Bear McCreary from God of War Ragnarok, Two Feathers for Metal Hellsinger, and Yasunori Mitsuda for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Yeah, you would have struggled saying some of those.
I would have. My pronunciation of anything is not good.
I don't know on this one. This one's a tough one because they're all very different. I'm gonna go Bear McCreary because I like him.
Yeah, that's who I went for as well.
Yeah, because some of these I just don't have enough expertise to actually give a proper opinion. Like, I just
can't play everything.
Exactly, and I'm not a musician. I don't know what sounds good. I know what I like. So, yeah.
Yeah, I went Bear as well, but I think Two Feathers Metal Hellsinger could have a really good chance of winning it. Because it's an audio game.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think Bear, though. But I think he won the last time for the first God of War, so we'll see if he wins again.
Yeah. Nice.
Best art direction. We have Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Scorn, and Stray.
Nice. Scorn's going to win. 100%.
It will lose to Horizon Forbidden West.
Wow, you really do have a hard on for the Forbidden West, don't you?
Its game was so beautiful.
Did you actually really enjoy it that much?
I loved it.
Man. I liked it, but I don't know.
I absolutely adored it.
It was fine.
So for me, I really liked the first one, and then I went to replay it with my ex, and I didn't get very far. I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe I just kind of like what I don't like it anymore. I think, and I think it was just purely because it was just maybe the wrong time to be replaying it in my life. So when the Forbidden West marketing was ramping up, I just didn't watch any of it. So I just don't care because I thought I loved this series, but apparently I don't because I didn't have a good experience of it last time with my replay. Sorry. And then I remember going to Game to buy a controller. I had the money for that, and they didn't have the one I wanted. And it was like the day after Forbidden West came out. So I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm not good with money. Might as well just buy something while I'm here instead of saving it. And that's exactly what I did. And I fell in love with it all over again. And I think in particular for this, the art direction, Ragnarok is very, very pretty, but it's a lot of the same colours and palettes over and over. Where I think Horizon Forbidden West was just incredibly beautiful and vibrant, and it was able to mix like the metals of the world compared to the structures of the buildings, the overgrown grass. Like I think all of it was just so pretty.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you also on the end of that as well, like Forbidden West also had all the underwater segments as well, which they really pushed a bit more. So I mean, I agree with you. I just think Scorn is kind of, I mean, you guys can see in my video I've got like alien stuff just there.
Fleshy.
So it's fleshy and it's very alien-esque. So yeah, I'm in for the art direction on that. I just think it's slightly different to everything we've seen before. Like Forbidden West, although it's beautiful, we do see other kind of post-apocalyptic, naturous kind of locations
but not with that
in other
vibrance
games.
of colours. I don't think.
No, I agree. Yeah, I think we'll have to disagree to agree here. Agree to disagree.
So you went for Scorn, and I've gone for Horizon. Cool.
Fleshy Scorn.
You want to take the next one?
Best narrative. So we've got Plague Tale, Requiem, Hugo. We've got Elden Ring, God of War, Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and Immortality. Now, again, we don't know what Immortality is, so it's probably going to be scrapped. But best narrative, what do you think, Jack?
God of War, Ragnarok.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that's narrative across the two games is much better than Horizon's narrative across the two games. I know we're only talking about one here, but obviously they feed into each other. One's a payoff from the other. And I also think we won't talk about Ragnarok's ending, because Mark hasn't finished it, but it's also so new. But Horizon's been out for months, so if I can get over it if you've not finished it. It's a bit of a left turn at the end of Forbidden West with the whole alien thing.
Yeah.
And I think Ragnarok's got a better ending than that. And I think it's a better start to end than Horizon's story is, which I do love, but I think Ragnarok just did it that bit better.
Yeah, I think Horizon kind of ran out of things to progress it. So they had to, as you said, take a left turn. I liked what they've done, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it was something different. I think God of War as well. I think Elden Ring is too hard to know the narrative, even when you're playing it. It doesn't give you the narrative. You kind of have to discover it and understand it, which is good from a gaming perspective, but it is work, and some people don't want that. Plague Tale, I don't know enough about, but I know that it's slightly confusing. So I'm going to go God of War because, I mean, I've got an affinity with it, and generally it's just good. So yeah, God of War.
I also think with Elden Ring, like as much as I hear people talk about that game, it's about the mechanics. I've never heard anyone tell me how good the story is.
That's the thing. The story is it's tough to decipher because you have to pick up items and read descriptions or do certain things in certain orders so you understand the process of, as opposed to, because you can skip big sections of those games or just not do them to get to the ending, and there's multiple endings too, so it all depends on how you play the game and if you do certain things. So I don't think it's going to win because of that, but yeah.
Best game direction.
Can you define this
Elden-
one for me?
I don't know either. Like, I don't know how it's really any that much different at the end of the year, but here we are. Best game direction. So yeah, you look while I read. Elden Ring. We have God of War Ragnarok. We've got Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality again, and Stray. I feel like they're just padding some of these. You got an explanation for me?
Give me 2 seconds.
1 second. 2 seconds. And your answer is?
So the nominees for Best Game Direction are selected based on how cohesive and well-rounded the game feels. So rather than one specific aspect of the game's overall design is what matters. So this category is similar to Game of the Year, Game of the
Year.
But often the winner of both categories will be the same game. So in 2019, Last of Us won both. So I think, but in oh no, so that was 2020, I think. But 2019, Game of the Year was Sekiro, but Best Game Direction went to Death Stranding. So I think so Game of the Year is generally the better game, whereas Game Direction is the more well-rounded game, so the better experience from it. If you know what I mean.
Okay. What are you thinking?
I think Best Game Direction. So did you say them? Sorry.
Yes, I did.
Let's go through them. Cool. I think Best Game Direction. I don't know. It's a really tough one.
I think it's Ragnarok.
Well-rounded game. You go. I've got to think.
Yeah, I think Ragnarok. I think that's the most well-rounded game out of all of these. I think it knows what it's doing. It knows what it wants to do, and it gets in and gets out and does that. I don't think there's too much padding or anything, and I think it builds off very well, not only from the 2018 God of War, but the three main Greece games that came before it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it has been a while since I played Forbidden West, but playing Ragnarok, I feel like I knew where this game was going more and what this game was trying to do more than I did with Forbidden West. Well, I think Forbidden West is slightly messy at times. Just slightly.
Yep.
That's why I've gone for Ragnarok.
Nice. I think Elden Cockring is going to be the next game direction. Yeah, I think so. I think like God of War. I don't know. I'm not comparing them because it's too tough to kind of say, oh, God of War didn't do this or Elden Ring didn't do this. I just think that Elden Ring is a bit more of an immersive experience. You have to really focus to play it. I mean, obviously, if you're playing God of War on fucking harder difficulties, you've got to be good at it. Even normal is giving me grief sometimes. So, but I think like Elden Ring is, you have to be in it to win it. And if you're not playing it properly, you're never going to win. And I think because of that, and because there's so many things you have to jump in and out of to do certain things, I think Elden Ring is a deeper game. And I think it's going to win Best Game Direction.
Drum roll, please. And the Game of the Year is either A Plague Tale Requiem,
Hugo!
Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, or Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Bless Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for just making it on this list.
Yeah. I think that's a fucking great list for Game of the Year, not going to lie. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's going to be the same as your game direction? Do you reckon it's going to be God of War?
No. Nope. It will be Horizon Forbidden West.
Really?
It will indeed. It will not be. I'm breaking the rules here. This is one of those where I think it'll be Elden Ring. But I want it to be Horizon so badly that I've just screwed the rules and said Horizon.
Nice, okay.
Or it'll be Bugsnax.
What? That's not even nominated, Jack.
Well, it should be. No, it'll be Horizon Forbidden West. It's what I really, really hope, but I think it'll be Elden Ring. No one would shut the fuck up about Elden. Nah, it'll be okay. It'll be between Elden Ring or God of War.
100%. Yeah, fully agree. A couple of weeks ago, I was like Elden Ring, it's gonna win. Of course, it's gonna fucking win. And then I've been playing God of War, and I think it's game of the year. I do. I just don't think it has the best direction. I think it's just smaller than Elden Ring, and I think that doesn't go against it very well. But yeah, I think game of the year is gonna be God of War.
Elden Ring doesn't deserve fucking to win. I'll be so mad if it does. It's such an adequate game. Don't understand it. It's the same mechanics that you see in all these type of From Software games. It didn't do anything better. Just I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset, Mark.
You should play it.
Doesn't deserve it. I fucking won't, Mark.
Or Dark Souls. You should play Dark Souls. We should do a mini series where Jack
won't.
plays Dark Souls.
You can do a mini series where you suck my dick. How about that?
Fine.
All right, cool. Oh hell yeah!
Right.
Sounds like we have a plan. But yeah, no, I think Horizon is just my personal game of the year. I think it's the best well-rounded game. It's one of the most entertaining games. It's one of the best experiences I've had in gaming this year, outside of Warzone 2's proximity chat. But that's not this list. Shout out to my train hobo gang. But yeah, no, it'll be Elden Ring. We all know it.
Yeah.
And it'll be a fucking shame. Same way as I think we can all probably assume it's Starfield next year.
Probably, if it ever comes out.
Ah, wow. If we survive that long, let's see what happens with the World War 3.
We'll see. Yeah. Right. Cheers, guys. So that was our picks for Game of the Year. Obviously voting is now open. So go vote if you want to. I haven't yet, so I will be doing that. And the actual Game Awards is on the December the 8th, I think. So
Yes.
you've got 2.5 weeks before it comes
I
out.
will not be watching.
You won't?
Not live.
Oh,
It's,
no. It's like
12
2
to
a.m. or
3:30 a.m. on
Yeah.
a Friday morning in the UK, so fuck that. I got work that day.
I'll
watch it while
I'll hit-
working.
hit the highlights.
You know.
Yeah, obviously at the end of the year we'll probably do a little roundup and see how we did.
We'll
in the
probably
meantime,
we'll probably take these categories, pick the ones we like the most, and then put our own nominations on it or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Or we could just make up some wild category names. I like to be
That
like,
would be pretty good.
best game with funniest moment, or best game with best glitch. Or we could just do something wild, like the dumb game of the year was
Best Bunda.
best Bunda Batgirl, baby.
Best Bunda.
The Bunda
Jason
Batgirl,
Todd.
baby. Alliteration is fun.
Yeah, it is. Right, let's end it there. So, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Before we stop talking about Bunda babies. Obviously we've been Generation Platinum. I'm Mark, that's Jack. And yeah, so like us, subscribe us, watch us, comment us, all those us's. And watch our other things. Tell your friends, tell your mum. Jack, have you got anything to say?
Tell anyone called Hugo.
Here you go.